Hello and good evening to the second series of the night. You are on the Slipstream A stream. We are also having two games simultaneously on the B stream, but you've chosen to watch FONECKS ONFIRNO versus Bad Karma. It is all to play for Division 3 spot. My name is Machtfish and I'm not joined by Mikey because we can't find him. So instead, I'm joined by our resident Div 4 expert and partner from Rocket Sundays, the admin Herbie. How you doing, man?
Good, very excited to be here, perhaps on short notice, but a very interesting match to watch ahead nonetheless. Bad Karma, of course. I got to cast them last weekend in the Division 4 playoffs where they went down to ILV Purple in 5 games in the final. And now they're going to get another opportunity to have a crack at a Div 3 spot against a FONECKS ONFIRNO team that I understand has drawn quite the fan interest this season.
Yeah, FONECKS ONFIRNO, quite the meme team made up of Waffle, Weevil, and Pichu, and especially Weevil is just on another level tonight with, not just tonight, but in this entire season, just demoing like an absolute madman, averaging over 4 demos per game, so that's definitely something that Karma have to be aware of.
So it's very much a definitive strategy that we're going to see FONECKS ONFIRNO deploy against a Bad Karma team that won't have experienced it this season, with the crossover between divisions, Bad Karma coming from the lower division and probably largely being used to having it their own way this season, having come top of league play and not really experiencing too many other teams with the same offensive chemistry that they have. They're now going to run into a Div 3 team that has a clear strategy at hand, so how are they going to cope with it?
Well, that's the big question, and I think just the comms are going to be playing a crucial role here. If you can come at any time where Weevil is and disable that chaos that he's no doubt going to bring to the pitch, then I think you have a good chance, and that is why, of course, FONECKS is in this spot. That's why they're playing against relegation, because they're very much a hit or miss team. Their strategy is very much exploitable, and it can be used against them to great effect. Otherwise, they would be winning in Div 3. They haven't, so it's all about the comms and how Bad Karma can actually just exploit that.
But I noticed that FONECKS ONFIRNO, they don't look to be your average relegation fodder team. They've got a couple of wins against higher seeded opposition this season. A 5-game victory against TCE Sports, a playoff team in this division, and a 5-game win against ILV Lime as well, who ended up finishing 5th in the tier. So they clearly look like they have the potential to take results against Div 3 teams, and I think they're going to be desperate to remain in this tier.
And of course, this is a best of 7, so there's ample time to get used to any strategies or any shenanigans that's being thrown at you. So I think you were someone who called it last week that game 1 in the best of 7 is actually just completely irrelevant, and you can go for game 2 as the one that really counts. So who do you think, getting it more into the series, who do you think has got the better shot at it? Who do you think can make it happen?
Yes, I think that game 1 theory is especially apt in this series. If FONECKS ONFIRNO are going to bring the demos, and Bad Karma may not necessarily be expecting that. So game 1 could well end up being a complete write-off for the Div 4 team as they try and acclimatise to what the Div 3 side will be bringing to the table. So I think FONECKS ONFIRNO should be taking this game 1. Whether they can carry that momentum into the rest of the series is another story entirely. I've played against Bad Karma myself this season, and, well, it didn't go so good, but none of the matches did for us in Div 4, so that's not a brilliant barometer to be going by. But I know that Bad Karma can string together attacks when they're on their peak form. Sometimes they're a bit iffy on the chemistry front, and that can hurt them in a match, especially one of this length for best of 7. So FONECKS ONFIRNO, they should take game 1. If they take game 2 as well, I'm going to say that they will win the series from that point.
Are you going for the favorite? It seems I'm going to go for the underdog pick. I think that Bad Karma, if they play good, they can definitely take this one. And I'm going for, why not, a 4-2 victory. So game 6, we're not going to see a game 7, I don't think, because either team could exploit the opponent just a bit too well. But what do you think? Let's head into the stadium and let's get this game going. It is Div 3 versus Div 4. FONECKS ONFIRNO versus Bad Karma. All to play for. The entire season culminates in this one series. Pichu versus Reese on the kickoff. Take it away.
Reese gets this over to the right wing, and Jack will look to collect it for Bad Karma on their first attack of the game for Bad Karma. Puts it into the middle, but Waffle will get this one clear. We're sure to be seeing plenty of attacking from Waffle so far. They'll push it into the middle for Pichu, looking to redirect it downwards. No early goal for FONECKS ONFIRNO as Bad Karma clear.
As Weevil already jumping in, trying to secure one of those demos. For Pichu now down towards Waffle. Gets it past one, has the control. Gets it past two, but Irish is there to clean up. Now Pichu caught in an awkward spot. Irish with the shot, misses it, but makes it awkward for Pichu anyway. And Reese gets in there. 30 seconds left, done in game number 1. And Bad Karma take an early lead.
Well, no points for Weevil so far in this match, but perhaps that won't come as too big a surprise with an average below 90 so far this season. They will want to try and get involved, though. I don't think they got any demos in that first 30 seconds or so, and if that is a big part of their game, they need to start connecting on a few of them. As Bad Karma applying the pressure, looking to score their second goal. Pichu clears this one out to the left wing, and Waffle will launch it the distance. Dave is made by Jack over to the corner. Waffle can't follow it up for the time being. Jack makes this clear over the halfway line, and Pichu sends it straight back. Weevil is in there, trying to pressurise the defenders, but they can't get anything goalwards yet.
Nothing working yet for FONECKS and ONFIRNO as now Pichu goes a long way back and gets beaten by Reese to the ball. Not successfully though. Irish forces a double commit now. Jack in the air, lot of boost. Gets it against the corner. It's bouncing down weirdly. And now Waffle has control, has got time, but he also has 0 boost. Weevil, you can see him in the corner, just trying to do something. As Pichu is now just caught too far upfield, and Irish punishes that hard with another goal for Bad Karma.
Yeah, that's a real heartbreaker there for Waffle. Trying to carry the ball forwards without boost, held on to it for quite some time. Should have really been enough time for the team to recover and make a relatively straightforward save going the other way, but for Bad Karma, it's a 2-0 lead now. I have to say, I wasn't expecting this. Is there a third? Reese will get the shot goalwards, hits the post. Rebound falls out in front of the net, but is cleared.
It is cleared, and now Pichu trying to instigate an attack. Waffle is already up, trying to look for Weevil. Weevil is up, getting challenged. No, Reese beats him to it, and now it's a race back for Reese to get to the end of that ball. Pichu gets it over him, but Jack just gets in the way. Waffle around one. Jack already there again in the corner doing a lot of defensive work. Weevil, that's not a good 50, but it will get it back to Pichu as now Reese has an open shot. Opts to go for the double tap. Can he connect on it? No, he can't. And Pichu takes it downfield. Jack, no, not demoed by Weevil. And that's a great redirect from Reese. It's 3-0. And Bad Karma are showing the favorites how offense is being done.
Yeah, Bad Karma, absolutely. They looked ready for this series, that's for sure. From the very beginning, they've piled on the offense. They've got plenty of shots to show for it, and just one shot on target so far for FONECKS ONFIRNO, and they find themselves in a 3-goal deficit. Waffle misses on this occasion. Weevil gets their first ball touch of the game. Pichu directs it inwards as Weevil looks for the demo. Does get one defender, but Jack is on hand to make it clear. Has Waffle to beat going the other way. Tried to flick over the top of them. Waffle sends it back to the halfway line. We get some ping-pong in midfield between the teams, but still it remains 3-0. Bad Karma in control at the halfway point.
Bad Karma in control, but right now, Weevil going for the defender. That's why the strategy is so brutal when it works. Weevil just has complete disregard for the ball. Only goes for Reese on the backboard, expecting Irish to miss that one, and that can't be safe then. That is why this strategy can be so brutal.
But they're going to need it to work a couple more times to get themselves back into this game, one of the best of 7. They lose the kick-off as well. Reese will direct it downwards from the ceiling. Hits the crossbar. Huge opportunity to retake the 3-goal advantage. They don't capitalise on it, and now here come FONECKS ONFIRNO going the other way. It's Waffle from the left wing. Tried to push it middle as there was interference on the goal line by Weevil. Nothing came of it, and the clock runs down. Reese takes possession away from the defender and makes it 4-1 with their hat-trick goal.
That's a really unfortunate mistake from Pichu, just not being able to make contact with that ball there, and Reese just being right there, right in his face to pressure him and to get the goal here. The 4th one for Bad Karma. And now you have to ask if this effective 2v3 approach is going to bear fruits, because right now Bad Karma can deal with it quite nicely indeed.
Up to the halfway line, go FONECKS ONFIRNO again. Weevil is there in the middle. Waffle will take possession further forwards. Banks it off the backboard into a tricky angle for Pichu to try and take hold of, but Waffle's not done yet. They put it into the centre again. But Pichu without boost, and you mentioned that 2v3 approach, they've got to pick their moments on the attack when they're short one man on the front rotation.
They're short one man because one man is constantly camping the opponent's net to try and hunt for demos. Weevil now again disregarding the ball, only going for Reese. Makes contact with him, but it's too late. Waffle now, a lot of time. Gets the flick over one. Jack is a bit awkward. Gets the flick over him. No, he doesn't! Jack somehow gets on the end of that one as Pichu now with the follow-up. Jack again recovers. Gets the double jump into the corner, but no one pushing. Weevil misses the ball. That's unfortunate, but Waffle will make it work. Jack now with the unintentional pass down. Pichu is up. That should be in all day, every day, but it hits the crossbar. Somehow FONECKS haven't scored here.
Reese to direct this one over the top. Comes off the backboard. No, Waffle gets across to make the stop as we're into the final minute of game one. Waffle will carry this ball down the left wing. Weevil ahead of them searching for those demos, but Irish takes possession back. Just one defender back for FONECKS ONFIRNO. Nobody can capitalise on it, and Weevil pinches it into the offensive corner where Waffle will step into the play. Gets it into the centre, but no shot on target.
No shot on target as of this moment. It's only 30 seconds left in this first game. Jack takes control, gets the flick over one, cuts it off himself, but doesn't quite get around Weevil, who gets back. Now Jack with the back pass to Irish. The shot is a bit wide. Idea was good. Weevil now takes the pass to Pichu. Pichu just yeeting it down the field, missing the dunk from the wall. And nearly a great read there as Jack now tries to put it over. Waffle doesn't do so. And with 0 seconds, the ball will not hit the ground. No, it does. Bad karma. The underdogs take game number one.
Yes, that was very much a 2v3. Weevil's influence upon the game was pretty much exclusively restricted to the single bump that allowed FONECKS ONFIRNO to score their sole goal. Outside of that, Waffle and Pichu were forced into that 2-on-3 attacking rotation. And of course, once you both throw yourselves into that, it leaves you vulnerable on the counter. Reese was very much on hand to capitalise on that with the hat-trick in this first game of the series. It was very good looking for bad karma. FONECKS ONFIRNO had plenty of possession, but no real outlet to score the goals that they needed.
Yeah, and it's all for FONECKS. It is such a hit and miss playstyle. We could see it next game literally working every time and be like, oh, this is the greatest playstyle ever invented. But as it stands right now, if Weevil isn't consistent at getting those demos and getting the demos when it matters, I think we're going to have a short series on our hand, because if bad karma seem to be dealing with it really, really well.
Well, the good news for FONECKS ONFIRNO, it's a best of 7. You've certainly got more opportunities for that demo game to crack on and work and get yourself back into the series, but the longer that it takes for that to happen, the fewer opportunities they'll find themselves with as we're heading over to Game 2 in Forbidden Temple, and they're going to look to tie the series up here.
They're indeed looking for something, looking to get this game 2 under their belts as we move to the first kick-off of game number 2. It is Waffle versus Reese. Gets a good beat on it. Waffle does, but it's only as far as Jack. Weevil already hunting for Irish on the back, but doesn't make contact with him. Pichu gets it high, gets it to Waffle. Double tap, maybe. Yes, it goes, but it's not dropping into the net. But the follow-up, where's the follow-up for Pichu? It's not there. Gets the dunk over one, but now Jack has control in the air. Lot of space to work with as well. Gets the ground pitch shot. Waffle well positioned to deal with that one. The ball still in the bad karma half as Weevil, unfortunate touch. I don't think he wanted that. And now it is pressure pretty much stops siding. Weevil now with one demo. Doesn't do anything as Reese now has control in the 1v1 versus Waffle.
Waffle's going to get possession back on the right wing. No, they let the ball blow away from them. Jack takes control of it in midfield, tried to cut it across for their teammate on the passing play. Irish, Pichu sends it downfield. One defender back, Waffle tries to redirect it downwards. Both players up for this. Where is Weevil? Weevil is sitting back for the time being. No opportunity for FONECKS ONFIRNO. The shot from distance from Weevil hits the crossbar. Pichu will get it back again on the left side. They've got Waffle middle. Weevil looking for a bump on the goal line that they don't get. Another touch from Pichu. Into the middle for Waffle. And it's 1-0 to FONECKS ONFIRNO. They finally get a goal to drop. And they have the lead in game 2.
And they do have the lead because Rice just couldn't make contact with the ball. It's a difficult read for players of this caliber to go into the backboard this quickly and to get adjusted to the backboard to get out there, and Waffle will make you pay for that one. As FONECKS, a bit of a different approach. Still very much demo heavy on Weevil's side, but Weevil just taking it back a notch, just trying to get more involved, trying to help his team out a bit more rather than just demoing, and I think that's an approach that they want to go for, because now they're not necessarily playing a 2v3 all the time, they're maybe playing a 2.5 versus 3.
Yeah, there'll still be opportunities for Weevil to hunt for those demos, but constantly hanging forwards was really damaging for them in the first game. Weevil now has the ball on the left wing. Can they put it into the middle? It's there on the line. And an excellent touch from the defender to take it out of the path of Pichu. Now Bad Karma on the counter-attack, looking for a quick goal. Waffle makes a save into the corner where they dish it over the halfway line, chasing it down onto the left wing. They don't have an opportunity to follow up on their touch, but so far so good for FONECKS ONFIRNO as they're hanging on to that 1-goal lead. They're
hanging on there, trying their hardest to do a bit more than that. But this is open. Reese, what have you done? It doesn't get punished. Never punished that touch. Reese just made it so much more complicated than it needed to be. Waffle trying his damnedest to get across. Couldn't do so. It's all equalised by Bad Karma.
Almost at the halfway point of Game 2 here in Forbidden Temple. The next kickoff is going to come through and Bad Karma decide to hang back. We'll see if they're made to pay for that as Jack will try and clear it out. Dunked down by Pichu into the danger area. It was cleared out by Reese towards the halfway line, but now turned over to Waffle. One defender to beat. Irish pile driver through to make the save. It banks off the wall again into the centre where Waffle is so dangerous. Off the backboard for Pichu, and it's 2-1 now. FONECKS ONFIRNO, they didn't look back and they retook the lead.
They did not look back indeed. Reese just jumping in out of nowhere, and then Waffle getting the bump on Jack as well. That's a good bump to get. That's a useful bump to get there to make sure his teammate has as much of the net open to shoot at as humanly possible. With the 2-1 lead now, it looks a bit better again for FONECKS as they're trying. Pichu with the pass, but no one there. Jack takes it over Pichu. Can't make contact with the ball though. Irish now against Waffle. It's bouncing upwards. It's a bit awkward now, but Waffle cuts in and helps out his team with 2 minutes left on the clock. It's still 2-1 for FONECKS ONFIRNO and Weevil here. Getting one demo. Makes it dangerous. Reese though can clear it away.
Waffle takes it back on the halfway line. Puts it towards the middle. It's going to be over the net and it will flip over to the far corner. Waffle tried to pick up the boost, but there was nothing doing. Pichu puts a dangerous ball in that ends up hitting the post and pops away. Irish makes the clear as Weevil gets one demo. That will slow down Bad Karma, but Irish is not willing to stop anytime soon. Cleared back by Pichu, and now Reese straight back in off the back wall. Looks for the shot, scuffs it wide of the right post. Irish on the far side, tried to put it into the middle, but this time it was Waffle coming through with the demo. Bad Karma looking for an opportunity to carve out a shot on goal. They may get it here off the right wing as it's Irish. Block made by Waffle. Flips back into the centre where Pichu clears, and well, this is all time off the clock for FONECKS ONFIRNO at the moment.
This is all time off the clock, and Weevil again getting a bit involved. Just going for the ball and not just a player here as Waffle takes it around one. Gets the 50, but Reese, strong 50, just piling it through the defender. Now going for the ceiling shot. Pichu on the back, but gets a good touch on it as now Weevil gets the 50 versus Irish as Reese just going for the angle, but Waffle can make it happen, can make the save happen, and gets it out only as fast as Jack does now. He gets a long clear. Irish now a lot of time and a lot of space, but wastes it. Just no need for that clanger down the field as FONECKS just easily being able to handle that one.
Waffle, that's a good punt. They'll try and chase it down. They may even get a shot on here. They fake out Irish to try and keep possession, and it's Pichu to send it back. Weevil in there looking for the demo in the corner. The shot is on goal, in off the crossbar. It's a 2-goal lead for FONECKS ONFIRNO with 24 seconds to go. And with the limited opportunities that Bad Karma have had themselves in this game, that might be the dagger.
That might be there. 24 seconds, 2 goals. That's a tough ask. And especially if one of you is getting constantly harassed by a Belgian player that's not just out for blood. As Weevil now trying to get a pass mid. No one in mid there. Irish just gets it away from the defense, but the ball looping and high in the air, and that's all good time for FONECKS ONFIRNO. Waffle now, a lot of space to work with. Weevil with the demo as well, but it doesn't do anything this time as he gets the bump on the exit as well. Pichu puts it back in. Is there a follow-up from Pichu himself? No, there isn't. Jack gets it up, and at 0 seconds, game 2 goes to FONECKS ONFIRNO as they take the series to 1-0 overall.
Definitely noticed the presence of Weevil in that game a lot more. We can see 5 demos there on the final game scoreboard, and they were all important ones, but a couple of shots on target as well, and that's a deceptive stat really. It's huge for FONECKS ONFIRNO because it means that putting those shots on goal takes possession away from Waffle and Pichu just for the briefest amount of times, and that means less of Waffle trying to drag the ball forwards without boost. It gives them an opportunity to recover, put themselves into a more dangerous position on the follow-up, and they certainly did that in that game to create more opportunities, particularly for Pichu, and FONECKS ONFIRNO got the goals as a result.
Yeah, and now it's the greedy question of how does Bad Karma play in this slightly altered environment? How do they adapt to that one? As you know, FONECKS just, when Weevil isn't outright demo chasing and actually just helping his teammate just by being present, he doesn't necessarily have to touch the ball, but he has to be present for the opponents to alter the way of playing. And that is what Bad Karma has to deal with now, a bit more of an active Weevil that helps out his teammate a bit more rather than just demoing.
Yeah, it's a strange situation. I think that game 2 was what I personally expected to see in the opening game of the series, but it was actually FONECKS ONFIRNO that had to adjust to the playstyle of Bad Karma and not the other way around. But opportunity here in DFH Stadium for both teams to take the lead, and this is the first real turning point of the series. I said game 1 wasn't too important. Game 3 certainly much, much higher on the scale. It puts you halfway there.
It does put you halfway there, and the shot is accurate. It's only against the crossbar from Irish. He gets a second chance after Pichu's, well, not a suboptimal touch. Reese now against 2, doesn't see it out, and Pichu gets the good 50 into the net, 20 seconds, and FONECKS take the first goal in game number 3.
Pichu, excellent position in there. They always seem to be on hand at the moment to put home those vital shots for FONECKS ONFIRNO in a dangerous position. And they get the lead 20 seconds in. Will they build upon that advantage? Waffle's going to get the ball back on the right side. Irish is in there with the 50. Weevil sends a great pass over to Waffle, straight onto his car. Flicks past one. Can't beat Reese as well in the corner, but FONECKS ONFIRNO still move forwards. It was Pichu to try and centre it this time. Irish makes the clear. They've got support from Jack now. Flicks it over to the far side, but only a FONECKS ONFIRNO player is on hand to defend there. Irish puts it in for Jack. Banks off the ceiling, and there will be no follow-up, so it stays 1-0.
Bit of a dangerous double commit there from Pichu and Waffle, but it doesn't get punished now. Pichu, a lot of boost to work with, just beats it down. Jack and Irish double commit from them, and Weaver with the demo. That demo could be huge. Is Waffle there for in the middle? No, he isn't there for the pass as Reese takes control, but just doesn't think about it. The comms breaking down, no one telling them he had the time. Gets a good 50 here though. Waffle takes it around, that's it to the side wall as well though. Jack to Reese with the redirect against the crossbar. That was it. That was the chance for Bad Karma to equalize. They missed that one, and that was huge.
Jack's going to launch it from range. That may have been on target, but the interception was made by Pichu. Now Reese to take over. Past one defender. On target and in for Bad Karma. They had multiple opportunities to find lever, and finally they do get it. It feels like a return to how they were playing in the first game of the series.
Yeah, they seem much more confident now that they figured out that they could adapt to the switch from FONECKS, and Bad Karma here putting the pressure on, equalizing this game, and the kickoff's looking promising. Irish over one, but misses contact with the ball. Pichu now yeets it downfield. It's Jack's ball to clear. Nearly gets dunked. Weevil aborts the ball. Goes for the defender. Can't make contact, but buys Waffle a lot of space. Waffle now. Second touch. Weevil gets the demo as well, but Pichu is very far back. No pressure for them at all, as they now get the 50 of the century. Pichu, how has that happened then?
Well, it's Jack giving away possession on the halfway line, and Waffle was certainly on hand to help out, but Pichu will take credit for the goal, and neither defender in position to make that save, and I don't imagine they were expecting two players to fly into the play like that, but that's what can happen in Division 3/4, certainly unpredictable at the best of times. And now Bad Karma trying to clear out, tie the game up once again. They've been handed it on a platter as Jack equalises once more.
That was given to them on well, not even on a silver tablet. That was given him on the goldenest of gold tablets. 2 players up there after the great pass from Pichu there. Unfortunately, he was in defense, so his opponents will say thank you very much, but his teammates might be not so pleased with that one. Now, it's all equalized and half of the game is gone. Weevil with 150. Irish tries for the back pass, doesn't get the power on it. Jack is up to clear that ball. Pichu caught a bit awkwardly. Where's Waffle? Waffle is there to make the save, but now Reese is up. The ball against his crossbar, against the ceiling, and Weevil can have the clear. Waffle gets a redirect, weird angle, makes it work, but it's really not getting out of the bad karma pressure here.
Next goal is certainly an important one. It's actually Weevil to take on the shot, and it's saved by Irish, the last defender back there, as it skipped through the first one. Real dangerous opportunity there from a interesting outlet for FONECKS ONFIRNO, but bad karma take it the other way, and Jack tried to go underneath the defender. Waffle's positioning was incredible there. They get it back off the backboard again as it's FONECKS ONFIRNO looking to cause the next big influence now. Weevil was in there for the demo, and it will be bad karma to take it the other way. Flip reset from Reese. Doesn't get the boost in the corner. It's Jack with the shot, and a save made by Weevil to keep it 2-2.
I like this a lot more. Weevil getting involved in the defense, getting involved in by being demoed here by Irish. But now Reese gets it past Waffle. Jack with the shot. It gets past the post. That was a good opportunity for bad karma here to take the lead in game number 3. So now Waffle gets good 50. Pichu will be able to collect this one. Got a lot of boost, but Jack immediately up to challenge that one. Irish is there for the save. Pichu now getting in the middle. Irish clearing it to the side. Only as far as Pichu though. No, not enough boost, and bad karma can take control of that ball.
The next goal could well be the winning goal in this game as we're approaching the final minute of game 3 with the series tied at 1. Bad karma have dragged people out of rotation on defense there, but Pichu cuts back into the play with a good interception. That will slow bad karma down for the time being, but still they pile forwards, and it's an open net once again, and Jack has somehow missed from range that close. That is unbelievable.
It was harder to not score that goal than it was to score that goal. All he had to do is literally leave the ball alone, but he insisted on having another touch, and that's what you get for trying to be too fancy. That's going to be really hurtful, especially if Weaver can now get a demo here. No, he can't. Pichu is up to clear that ball. It's only as far as Jack, though. He has the recovery. He gets it into the corner. It's someone middle. Yes, Irish is there, but he gets beaten by Waffle. Waffle gets it over Reese as well. Now Jack has to hurry back. Waffle and Pichu are in mid. Waffle now looking for the pass. No, goes for the solo play. Only as far as Jack in the last 10 seconds. Overtime looming over the heads. Overtime that seems very preventable as Weaver tries to get it mid. Doesn't do so successfully. Pichu underneath the ball as well. Waffle takes the right one. Keeps it up. Gets it on three. Waffle versus bad karma. And it's Waffle to take away it with the 0 seconds goal. FONECKS 2. Bad karma 1 in the series.
Absolutely immense, and I think we know the quality that Waffle offers as a player, and they've just slalomed their way through all 3 bad karma defenders to win game number 3 of the series for FONECKS ONFIRNO. And well, for bad karma, their minds will be on that miss by Jack. 1 goal on 6 shots in this game, should have been 2, and they could well have been winning the game from that advantage. They've now got to refocus themselves and try and get back into the series themselves in Game 4 after what will be a morale-destroying loss.
Yeah, that must hurt. That is very, very... that is very much, very hurtful for bad karma here. And I don't know how you're going to come back from that. Now you have to show the mental fortitude that got you into this in the first place. But we see now a substitution maybe coming in from FONECKS ONFIRNO, as Weevil will be subbed out. So even though it worked, Weevil is subbed out and Simple is coming in. How do you think that will affect the game now?
Depends on what rank Simple is. I don't know personally, but if it's a similar playstyle coming out from Simple, then you would hope for more of the same. If it's a player of, I'm not going to say higher quality, but of a differing rank, then is the playstyle going to change for FONECKS ONFIRNO? It may take them some time to get used to it.
I mean, for FONECKS now, it is more of a case of trying to do their best here to get something happening. I personally don't know how Simple will play, but we're going to find out, I presume, as we go into game number 4. It's 2-1 for FONECKS Inferno. Jack on the backboard takes control. It's only as far as Pichu gets it up. Reese gets there. Waffle with the shot. Irish is there to make the save, but Waffle still has control. Tries to get a pass, but it's not good enough in the middle. Pichu will deal with it anyway, but Waffle now gets beaten by Jack. Simple, very dangerous, very awkward with low boost, and Jack will make him pay 1-0 for bad karma.
Yeah, initially I thought, well, Simple should have saved that, but without boost, that is a brutal bounce off the backboard to be trying to get a touch on. They wanted to get it off the backboard initially. Jack was on hand to tap it home. There was no chance for them on the goal line, as it's 1-0 to bad karma. The guaranteed certainty that we will have in this game is, of course, Waffle and Pichu still very much here and still very much capable of their individual talents, but they haven't had much possession in the opening minute of this game. It's been mostly bad karma in the early going as Reese taps it down into midfield. Awkward deflection away by Pichu into the path of Waffle though, who carries it from the left wing, looks to drag it forwards in the air, looks for the dunk on the line, but Jack was on hand to make the clear themselves.
Jack on hand in the defense as now Irish tries to put it forward. Waffle gets it to the side, but it's only as far as Jack, who puts it back into the danger zone. Jumps for it himself, but Simple there with the save. A lot of defensive work coming up from Simple, or at least trying to be that defensive backbone, as now trouble commit here. Waffle has an open net and a teammate in the middle. Will Pichu steal us? Yes, he does. I very much appreciate that steal, and it's all tied now in this game.
Yeah, I'd do it if I were in Pichu's shoes, so Waffle can't complain too much there. And 1-1 now. FONECKS Inferno level in a game where they can go 3-1 up in the series and put bad karma to the sword. Plenty of time left to go in this game for it to develop into an intriguing affair as Irish clears, gets a shot all the way towards the net actually. Waffle taps it away. Good link up in midfield there with Pichu, who taps it back into the centre. Waffle with the shot, heading wide at the post, but Jack made the clearance anyway. Simple tried to take hold of possession this time, it will be Pichu instead. Another pass to Waffle, who gets it back to Pichu. They're on a very strong wavelength at the moment.
Yeah, they're trying to unlock some of those passing plays that can prove very dangerous, especially against a side that seems to be defensively as passive as bad karma's. Now Simple takes a shot, gets it to Pichu, but Irish is there to make that interception up. Now Waffle, low boost, 8 boost only. Now that's not going to amount to anything. Pichu gets it mid. Simple is up, but he gets comfortably beaten by Reese. Irish now trying to pass to Jack. Only as fast. Waffle though. Double tap incoming. Yes, there we go. Waffle with the double tap. Show of mechanical brilliance. And it's now 2-1 for FONECKS Inferno.
Yeah, I'm sure for a player of Waffle's mechanical ability, they'd scored as soon as that ball was headed towards the backboard. 2-1 now to FONECKS Inferno. Still over half of the game to go. Bad karma though, since that first minute or so, they've slowed down a little bit. They've had some possession in midfield, but haven't managed to link up too much themselves, and it's been the Waffle and Pichu show. We'll see if they can continue that as they have possession exactly where they want it in the offensive third. Waffle directs it towards the middle, and there's one defender back. It's Irish. Not much boost for them. They get it over to the left, and Jack will follow it up. Taken back by Pichu on the halfway line, and Irish is going to launch it, looking for that far corner, but it's an easy save made by Waffle that keeps it 2-1.
Yeah, but FONECKS now caught on defense. Waffle trying to get it out, but the shot is there from Jack. Not a lot of foul, and Pichu will deal with it easily. Now Waffle gets the demo on Irish. Simple not quite able to make the read. Here, maybe he can get a 50 versus Jack. He can. Reese with the save. It's not good. And Pichu gets the dunk into the net. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. And FONECKS take the third goal of this game, number 3.
Yet again, it's another example of superb positioning there from Pichu to put themselves on the dunk. I think that's the third time they've done that so far in this series. And it opens up a 2-goal lead for FONECKS Inferno now as they're in control, in the driver's seat very much of game 4. Waffle will push it towards the centre, and it's Pichu looking for the demo this time. Waffle nearly bundles their way through. Simple just trying to get something goalwards, and they can't manage it. It will be Reese. They get it out as far as the wall, and Simple tried to send it back, but whiffed on the ball entirely. So it's Pichu to take over. Off the back wall, and everybody misses it. That's going to free up the ball for Waffle. Underneath the defender, and it's saved by Irish out to the corner. Simple to send it back in, and they have their first goal of the series. It is all FONECKS Inferno right now, and it's a 3-goal lead.
It's a 3-goal lead, and Reese and Irish needed a better touch. They couldn't make it happen, and Simple coming in as the cleanup man to take their 4th goal for FONECKS on FONECKS. It's a real show of strength. It's a real show of dominance here as they are now losing that kickoff. Pichu over one. Reese doesn't get a good touch on it, and now it's Waffle hunting down that ball. He's got Simple in support in mid. He also got Pichu there, and Pichu will outspeed the defender every day of the week, and it's 5-1, and now it's getting embarrassing for Bad Karma.
This is a pretty rough, likely defeat at this point. Being outshot 11-4 in this game, the biggest margin that we've seen so far in this best of 7. 127 to try and get themselves back into this game, I think, is an impossible task, but they need a goal or two. They're just being pounded right now. Pressure, shot after shot for FONECKS ONFIRNO, and Bad Karma look like they've run out of ideas as far as getting out their own half is concerned.
Yeah, right now, Pichu and Waffle just on a tear, and they're being supported brilliantly by Simple, who might not have the necessary mechanical skill, but definitely knows where to position himself to help out his teammates as much as possible. Simple now getting in again, getting the pass to Waffle, trying for the redirect, can't quite make contact as Simple puts it inside for Pichu with the shot, looking for the top bins, but no avail as Jack gets it out. Bad Karma now on offense, rare side in this game, number 4. Simple gets it out, takes control but 0 boost, so difficult to work with. Waffle gets a good bump, and Simple actually with a great 50 there, not resulting in anything, but with 30 seconds left, this game number 4 looks pretty much done and dusted here in favor of FONECKS.
Yeah, Simple is playing very much ordinary Rocket League, I think is the best way to describe it, and getting themselves very involved in the game. May even try and drag the ball over the top, but they've been involved, they've participated in the rotation, they've got a goal and an assist to show for it, a save in their own end as well, and that seems to have just pushed FONECKS ONFIRNO over the edge in this game in terms of their domination, as Waffle tries to direct one into their own net in the final second, but it touches the line, and game 4 will finish 5-1 for FONECKS ONFIRNO, and they're now going to have 3 stabs at remaining in Division 3.
They have all the time in the world, but you'd rather close they rather close it out now in this game number 5 that's upcoming. If you're Bad Karma now, you're pretty much with your back against the wall. What do you do? How do you beat a Pichu and Waffle that seem to be just incredibly on the same wavelengths right now, that seem to find each other and seem to be able to do just about anything right now?
Well, they've done it in this series once already. They had all the answers in game 1, but they haven't been able to replicate that since. And I think as a team, they've got the potential to push forwards and put FONECKS ONFIRNO on the back foot, generate more opportunities for themselves, but they didn't manage it in that game, and I think it was a mental thing. I think this unusual Division 3 team is starting to get in their heads a little bit, and they just need to keep it simple, I think, and not really worry as much about the context of the series, promotion, relegation. Just get back to playing the Rocket League that you enjoy and try and win.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you have to do to just get back to it and just try and get something out of it, as we have right now going into game number 5. FONECKS eager to join. Bad Karma bit delayed, reluctantly, maybe reluctantly so, as they know they've got a tall order. Maybe the subbing out of Weevil after game 2 did its thing. Weevil just getting in the opponent's head and thinking that Simple would come in doing the same, but Simple just playing very much differently than what Weevil did. But Bad Karma here showing us they're not dead, they're still believing, and they take the first goal. 8 seconds. Jack puts his team on his back.
Yeah, it was Waffle missing the first touch off the backboard that opened up the room for Jack to take the shot, and Waffle, to their credit, recovered very well and got a touch on it, but wasn't enough to keep it out, and it's 1-0 to Bad Karma. It's just the ticket they needed to buy here in the early portion of the game, but they want to try and add to this because FONECKS ONFIRNO are going to bring the heat themselves.
FONECKS are bringing the heat right now as Waffle takes it into the corner. It's over Irish. Can he get the dunk on Jack? Yes, he can, but it's not on target. Reese, a lot of time on his hand. Jack takes it over Pichu. It's only Simple to beat. Can he beat him? Simple does get the save, but he gets the dunk. Jack does. Reese now with the shot on target. No, he misses the ball. Irish only punts it into the corner, and it's Pichu's ball to collect. Gets it up, but only 6 boosts and gets immediately challenged by Jack. And that's what Bad Karma needs. And that's what Bad Karma needs more. Those early challenges do not allow FONECKS a lot of time, because you've seen what that does if you give them too much time.
Waffle on halfway, delays their touch. They've got one defender to get past and flicks over the top of two actually, but Jack was into the play themselves early to make the interception. Now it's going to be simple to follow up, but they decide to hang back as it's Bad Karma taking possession. A bump in midfield and Jack tried to go over the top but was demoed for their troubles. Waffle stayed clutch on the goal line to make the save, and that's simple. Out to the wing. It's carnage in midfield here. Touches flying all over the place, but it's Bad Karma who escape with possession. Reese flicks it on into the corner, but they're going to have to rotate back, and I don't think they need to pressure too much on the FONECKS ONFIRNO defense. They just need to keep their rotation solid.
It needs to keep their rotation solid indeed, but now it's FONECKS trying to do something offense. It's a huge clear coming out of Bad Karma. Now Irish hunting it down, trying to go for a pass, but that pass is simply not good enough. Peter will easily clear with that one. Reese gets it back into the danger zone. Waffle gets it around Pichu, tries to get it over, one doesn't do so, as Jack now in the air. Lot of space, lot of time, but Pichu now beats the flying Bad Karma player. Waffle now, again, lot of time against Irish. Tries for a fake, gets it around him somehow, but Jack is there to clean that one up, as now it's a 2v1, Irish and Jack. It's very much high, it's Reese there, yes he is, does he get the drop? Yes he does, 2-0 Bad Karma.
Very strong finish from Reese there. Despite how open the net was, it's not the easiest to finishes from up at that angle, but they manage it well, direct it down into the net. 2-0 to Bad Karma in a game that they must win to stay alive in this promotion relegation fixture. And they're looking good in this one. They look like they've regained their focus. Now they have a multi-goal lead to sit on.
And now they can rest a bit more easy in defense, knowing that they've done a lot of the stuff they already needed to do. Pichu saved that shot from Jack. Now transition to offense. It's Waffle trying to go for a defender, just couldn't make contact. It's Irish. It's it past one, gets it past two. Pichu gets a demo on Jack though, but it doesn't matter. Reese now trying to get it over Simple, but Simple just simply won't challenge him. Just decides, do whatever you want, mate. I don't care if the ball's in the corner. It's not my troubles. Waffle now with the pass to Pichu. The pass got the shot is even better. And the goal is there. FONECKS take it to only a 1-goal game with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, almost 3 minutes into this game. You might have forgotten about the attacking chemistry that Pichu and Waffle have had in this series, but that quick-fire pass and shot reminds you of it. And now they're back into this one with still 2 minutes on the clock. Only a 1-goal deficit. That could be solved in very quick fashion, but instead it's Bad Karma looking for the redirect to the far post. That one's going to head wide, and Pichu has it in the corner, has some boost to work with, but has lost the ball. Jack is there. 3-1 now as Reese puts it in from the right wing. It's a good finish as well, and Bad Karma strike back.
Reese just with a great read on Pichu's touch, and Jack just has the speed over Simple to put it over one, and Waffle in net can't do anything to keep that one out. Now the 2-goal lead is reinstated as Waffle takes this kickoff against Irish. But 2 minutes is still a lot of time, and we've seen the offensive prowess that both Pichu and Waffle can have. We've seen that in game number 4. Maybe they can unlock it again here in game number 5. But Jack, in the meantime, taking it upfield. Reese, dangerous pinch. Somehow, carnage happening on the FONECKS ONFIRNO goal line. And Jack, make them pay. Make them pay. Yes, he does. It's 4-1 now for Bad Karma.
And it's Jack with the hat-trick in this game now. Coming up clutch for Bad Karma. They must win this game and they're on their way. Still 1:27 to go though. These 5 goals have created some breaks in play that have given the teams time to think about the match tactically. But for FONECKS ONFIRNO, they've not been on song in this one. Just the one shot on goal. It was a very good one, but you've got to replicate that a few more times to get back into this.
Reese now taking control, feeling fancy, trying for something mechanical, doesn't quite get the flip reset, and Waffle and Pichu both in the corner, and neither of them getting the boost, just Reese stealing that one from them as Pichu puts it up high. Simple needs to follow that up, tries to get the block, doesn't do so. Irish gets it past Waffle, but it's blocked into the ceiling. Pichu, that's a bit dangerous there. Jack is there, and Pichu and Waffle, a bit of miscommunication coming out from the 2 star players of FONECKS ONFIRNO, and that is not what you want to see if your 2 star players aren't all of a sudden on the same wavelength anymore.
Well, that's what you talked about earlier in the series. Their play style, whilst it's not quite the same as it was with Weevil earlier, you can still very much see the 1-2 punch from Waffle and Pichu, and it's not worked for them in this game. It's worked for them enough that they've got the series on match point, but it's been very much offline in this game, and they're going to have to recuperate for the next one. The good thing for them is they did have 3 chances to put the series away. They'll have 2 after this one as Waffle heads forward in search of a consolation goal. Now Pichu with the shot, wide of the right post. There'll be one more opportunity in it. Waffle gets the demo. It's going to be cleared out by Irish. Simple blocks it down. It comes off the backboard, cleared out to the opposite wing, and that will touch the ground and finish off a 4-1 victory for Bad Karma. Good performance. They're back in the series.
They're back in the series, though they are still down 3-2 in the series. They survived the first series point and got it away, but now they have to do it 2 more times as we head into game number 6. But for FONECKS ONFIRNO, this was very much an off game. Only 2 shots, Waffle and Pichu just not connecting at all, and Bad Karma seemingly having figured out something that will help them for the remainder of the series.
So they will be looking to tie it up in the next one, and well, for FONECKS ONFIRNO, they want to get this one done and dusted before it gets to a game 7 and you have that high intensity scenario. And the way to do that, generate more shots on goal. Even if you're taking them from distance, use your possession to make the other team sweat. Bad Karma were by and large in control of this one from start to finish. Even when FONECKS ONFIRNO scored, it was not 2-1 for a particularly lengthy amount of time.
Yeah, and that is the control that Bad Karma wants to have. But FONECKS definitely going to try to replicate the control that they themselves had in game number 4. So both teams know how to break down their opposition. It's just a matter of who can do it first and who can do it better and who can do it more consistently. Is it going to be Waffle's team of FONECKS ONFIRNO, or is it going to be the Bad Karma team surrounding Reese and Irish? And of course, Jack. So that's what we are here to find out in game number 6. It's still series point for FONECKS ONFIRNO. Bad Karma have to win. There's no losing. There's only winning for them.
Well, if FONECKS ONFIRNO get the first goal, it cracks this game wide open and puts Bad Karma under some pressure, but they don't look too likely to do that at the moment as Reese hits the post. Now all 3 players will try and rush back the other way for FONECKS ONFIRNO. It's Simple in possession, bumped on the halfway line. Here is Jack, one-on-one with Pichu, headed the other way, but directed it up off the backboard as they didn't have an angle to send it goalwards. So it'll be Reese at the back, leaves it for Irish, who banks it off the back corner. Tried to get an extra touch in there. Simple was up to make the block. Jack, possession in midfield, blocked down by Waffle as we have no goal in the first 45 seconds. Reese, though, to take it past one defender. Now they've got Waffle to beat. They just about get back in time to keep it scoreless.
They keep it scoreless, and immediately the counter-attack, Jack being forced up, and now Waffle and Pichu both up. That's going to be really costly eventually, as now Reese gets it over all of them. Getting at the read, yes he does, but he can't get it on target. Simple can clear it away. Pichu trying to take over, but it's only as far as Irish. Waffle taking control, taking his time, but it's not to any avail. Simple just complete whiff from him. Not making contact at all, and there's the shot. The shot is in. Pichu just missed position, and Reese will say thank you, Bad Karma, take this so crucial first goal of this game.
Yeah, that miss from Simple was not even in the same ballpark, let alone close to the ball, and that has come back to bite FONECKS ONFIRNO on that play as the shot came in from distance. Reese capitalised on that counter-attacking opportunity, and Bad Karma trying to tie up the series. They have the lead. Pichu with the shot headed the other way. Irish sends it straight back. Waffle is alone at the back for the time being as Jack will push it middle, and it's cleared out by Waffle at a relatively slow pace as FONECKS ONFIRNO still scoreless in this one and just one shot on target. Pichu may well have another one here, but it's saved by Jack, not overly dangerous.
It's saved by Jack, and the crucial part is he kept control over it whilst he was in the air. Now Reese trying to look for Irish, but Waffle reads the pass, gets interception. Can Jack get back in time? Yes, he can. Gets a big boost as well. Pichu on the wall, misses contact. Simple trying something, but misses contact as well as Irish. Doesn't need to be up, just gifting away possession over to Waffle, but Jack is there, makes a good clearance. Only as far as Waffle, though, is looking for Pichu, but can't quite get the pass to him. Simple now, backflips, leaving it fairly open for Reese, but no read from the backboard, and it's a lot of ping pong. No team has got possession. and thus we stay here with 1-0 for Bad Karma. That nearly goes in.
Up to the halfway point of Game 6, and so far so good for Bad Karma. FONECKS Inferno have changed it up a little bit in the sense that they are throwing more shots goalwards, flinging them towards the backboard, and they've got 5 on net, but no massive opportunity. That could change at any moment as they do have possession for the time being. But it's Jack carrying it over the top. The shot is going to go wide of the post, but there'll be more defensive work for FONECKS Inferno to do. Simple clears it out for Waffle, who leaves possession off for Pichu. Gets it back off the back ball where it's cleared out by Reese. They've defended that box in front of the net very well in this game.
They have. They're not allowing the passing plays to come in anymore as they did in game number 4. And that is the key to their success right now. Pichu with the flick reset from the challenge. Can he get the third touch on it? He tries. Can't get the touch on it. Irish will bait in the defender as well. And now it's a race back for Pichu. He did get the 100 boost, so he might be able to beat Jack. No, he doesn't. It's only as far as Waffle. Waffle getting bumped by Simple. Irish can even capitalize over that one. No, he cannot. Gets it into the corner. Waffle doesn't have the read. It's now Pichu's task to get it away. Does so successfully. And again, the transition. Pichu with the read. Doesn't get it on target. Nearly had the read there to put it equalized. And FONECKS are a bit of a pigger right now. They need to score, and they need to score quite fast.
Jack's going to take the opportunity to steal the corner boost, but it won't matter too much at the moment as it's Waffle carrying the ball in the opposite direction. That's an awkward touch from Reese. Jack will have to get up there to follow it up. Reese looked for the extra one. It will be Jack instead. Pichu now to send it back. It's going to come in off the back wall. Waffle looked for the redirect. Pichu to shoot now, but they've put it wide. And it will be a chance to clear for Jack. Over the top. Is it all the way in? Comes off the backboard, and Waffle keeps FONECKS Inferno alive as we're into the final minute, and it's still 1-0.
That shot from Pichu was really dangerous. It was more of a pass for their position. As Waffle goes for a doomsday. Gets blocked by 2 defenders. Reese taking credit for that one. Ball still not cleared yet. Jack gets it only as far as Waffle. Pichu coming in against the backboard. Reese already there. Misses the ball. Waffle with the shot. And it's the equalizer. Bottom left corner. 1-1 in game number 6 with 36 seconds left on the clock.
And now the pressure is going to ramp up on Bad Karma. They'd held this 1-0 lead for a pretty lengthy period of time, but now they've been pegged back, and with the limited amount of time left in this game, it could well be next goal wins. Next goal potentially keeps the team in Division 3 and relegates Bad Karma back to where they came from. It's going to be Reese up in midfield to try and change everything and send us to Game 7. They pinch it towards the middle and Simple misses it. Waffle now to carry it the other way. Tried to put a shot goalwards. Irish in there to make the block, but FONECKS Inferno still head it goalwards as Waffle puts a shot on. 2 defenders up to make the save, and it's Pichu to take over. From the right, into the middle, saved by Reese. Simple from distance, and they miss it. Waffle takes possession at the halfway line. Pichu out to the corner. Last chance now for FONECKS Inferno. It comes back down, and we have overtime in Game 6.
Overtime in game number 6. 1 goal to rule them all as we are in the decisive periods. Pichu cutting in from the side, but Reese is already at the end of it. Ball bouncing a bit awkwardly. Is the attack up? Yes, but Waffle can easily deal with that one. Reese takes it to the corner. Gets beaten though by Pichu. Gets the dunk on it. Irish is still there. The net is open. Shot is high. Waffle does he make contact? Yes, he does. And the first 30 seconds of this overtime definitely belong to Bad Karma. The pressure is there. The willingness to get the win is there. But now they have to be careful on defense as well.
Pichu to put it middle. And Irish has missed it. Hits the post and comes away. Bad Karma escape with their game intact. FONECKS Inferno still bringing the heat as it's going to be Waffle to take over. Loops it up off the backboard where it's cleared out to the far corner by Jack. Pichu to try and shoot. Sent all the way back down in the direction of Simple. Now looking for the pinch perhaps, but Simple takes it over the top, looking to pinch it towards the centre. 1 miss, but it's cleared out by Reese. That one's not going to trouble the defenders, and it'll be Waffle instead. This one may be coming down. Waffle is up there for it. They can't get the extra touch they're hoping for. Simple out to the wing, and Reese will get the clear.
Reese will get the clear, and the ball now back in FONECKS territory. But Waffle going for the ground pinch, maybe. Can he get the dunk? No, he can't on Irish as Pichu dunks out the defender. Simple has got awkwardly. The ball is open. The shot is open. Pichu can't make it. We're going to Game 7.
Huge plays from Jack there. Here in overtime, Bad Karma, they had a shot hit the post at their own end about 30 seconds or so ago. It did not go. FONECKS Inferno had a huge opportunity to win the series for themselves, and they let it slip away. Bad Karma win Game 6 overtime. We're going to game number 7. What a series this has been between these two teams fighting for a Div 3 place.
and both of them fight it, and Bad Karma in the end just more efficient. 5 shots from them, 12 shots from FONECKS. I mean, yeah, FONECKS had all the opportunities to make this game happen, to not get into this overtime and to avoid Game 7, but Bad Karma 2 on the trot now, 2 series points denied, and now they must be feeling like the kings of the world. Surely, mentally, they can't lose this one now.
Well, all the momentum is with Bad Karma at the moment. You talk about a Game 7. What a huge moment this is for both teams after all this time. 9 weeks of league play in ECC Season 8. And Bad Karma have had to go through the Division 4 playoffs as well and suffer the disappointment of losing the final to ILV Purple after they were top seed in league play. And now they've gone the distance in this series as well. It all comes down to a single game of Rocket League to decide the fate of both of these teams in the next season.
The fate is going to be decided, and where else is it going to be decided than Champions Field? It is the only opportunity. It is the only game now that matters. An entire season, not just captivated in this one series, but captivated in this one game. Is it going to be a success, or is it going to be failure? Simple. On the backboard, gets a touch on it. Reese immediately there, gets the demo as well, but doesn't make contact. Bad Karma trying their hardest to make an early goal to keep that momentum that they're building in overtime as the attack is coming. Waffle with the block. Irish is there with the shot. Does he have it? No! The miss is there as Waffle can collect this ball. Does he get demoed? No, he doesn't, but the ball is taken away from him. Reese tries for the pinch. Doesn't do so. No defender back. Waffle gets it done, and it's an early goal for FONECKS ONFIRNO. 33 seconds played, and it is 1-0 for FONECKS.
Well, FONECKS ONFIRNO finally do get that goal that they were pressing for the entirety of the previous overtime. It'll have come later than they wanted to, but there is no better time than to score the first goal in the Game 7. They get a pinch goal as well. Pichu is up there for this. This could be a huge moment. It's saved by Jack. Out to the corner as well, blocked down by Waffle. Reese is there to take hold of the ball on the far side as Bad Karma escape with a 1-goal deficit. Now into the offensive third they go. Waffle takes hold of this one very slowly, but now gets the boost. Flicks over the top of Irish. Simple was up there looking for a bump. Waffle bursts through another defender. Now for the pass into the middle, but Pichu will have to just keep the play alive for the time being, and it will remain 1-0 as we have 1 minute played in Game 7.
And now Bad Karma knowing they have to try. Waffle goes for the read. Pichu is there. The shot is good. The shot is too good for the defense, and it's now 2 quick goals for FONECKS ONFIRNO to take the 2-0 lead.
Starting to wonder now if we're going to see something similar to the 5-1 that we saw earlier in the series that put FONECKS ONFIRNO on the brink of victory. I hope not for the sake of the neutrals, but Bad Karma have been second best so far in this game and just have 1 shot to show for it. Opportunity to rectify that now. Taken back by Pichu, who puts 1 goal. It's off the ceiling into the path of Waffle. Can't get the shot on target, and it'll be Simple instead. They have to keep possession in midfield as they come under some pressure from Reese. Reese gets the blocking out to the right side. Pichu will take it back, and FONECKS ONFIRNO remain in control by and large.
They take control, but it's now gone away. Simple with the touch. It's only as far as Jack, who puts it high. Gets onto the back of it himself. It's going goalwards. Pichu and Waffle double commit here. Going to be dangerous. Irish coming in. Where's the third? Where's Reese? The shot is there. The save is also there from Waffle. Great job keeping that one out of the goal. As now Simple takes control. Gets immediately beaten by Jack. Waffle gets bumped, but Pichu is there to help him out. Irish against the backboard. Again, very dangerous. Reese is there. Misses it. Jack is there with the shot. The shot's so powerful, but might be enough. No, it hits the post. Bad Karma do anything they want, but his ball just won't go in right now.
Jack all the way from the goal line. They'll carry it forwards. Intercepted by Waffle. More time off the clock for FONECKS ONFIRNO as they nurse this 2-goal advantage. Simple into the path of Waffle. Massive save by Jack there to prevent it from being 3-0. Simple now with the shot. Blocked down by Irish. Waffle is onto this one, but it's cleared out by Reese into the path of Irish, who banks a shot off the back wall. It's going to curve up into midfield again. Simple tried to make the clear. Instead, it was Reese to keep the play moving for Bad Karma. Pichu now over the top, and Waffle threw themselves into the play as well. 3 players forward for FONECKS ONFIRNO. Irish can't capitalise on that. We almost have 2 minutes to play. Still 2-0.
Those 2 early goals getting more crucial by the minute. As now Simple getting blocked by a Bad Karma defender. Irish gets on the back of that one. Only starts Buffalo. Reese with the shot. It's wide. Pichu takes over control, but it's immediately followed by Jack. Simple takes it into the corner. Safe and Simple defensive plays from Simple tonight as the ball is coming in mid towards Reese. Maybe a second try with the pass, not quite. Simple is there, easily being able to collect that one. And the next attack from Bad Karma fades in the defense of FONECKS ONFIRNO.
Into the corner now, go FONECKS ONFIRNO, and it will be Irish's responsibility to make the clear. Waffle is in there, looking for that block to slow down Bad Karma that little bit more. Jax will get the boost in the corner, but not the ball. Into the middle for Waffle, who tried to put the shot on goal. Will have another stab at it. Now up to the halfway line go Bad Karma, as they need a goal desperately. The sooner they get one, the more opportunity they'll have to tie the game up. They cannot leave it too much longer than this. Jack over the top, looking for Irish. Waffle makes the interception. We have a double demo in the far corner. That will free up the play for Pichu and Waffle, the dynamic duo. But they can't keep possession as it will be Reese onto it. It comes off the ceiling into the path of Irish. Looking for Reese on the far side. Irish will get it back again, but Bad Karma cannot generate anything as we're into the final minute.
We're into the final minute, and it's now getting desperate for Bad Karma. They need a goal. They need it quick. Jack now on defense though. First of all, you have to defend their they have to defend their own end. Simple misses. The ball is there. Irish was there in the middle for a pass, but a pass doesn't happen. Reese yeets it into the corner. It might be time for Rule 1 football, or rather Rule 1 Rocket League here, as there's a good 50 coming out. Where's the follow-up? Can it come in? No, the crossbar denies Bad Karma. First the post, then the crossbar. Game 7 just doesn't like Bad Karma one bit as Waffle takes it down the field, gets a pass mid. Simple can't get on the end of it as Reese makes the save, but the time is ticking away, and every time this ball is in Bad Karma's stuff, it's against FONECKS, it's against them. Jack now with the flick. Simple is there with the save. Irish, can he get on back of it? No, Waffle clears it away, and that is all she wrote. Game 7 win for FONECKS ONFIRNO. What a series!
FONECKS ONFIRNO keep their place in Division 3 with a 2-0 win in Game 7. Not the most easy on the eye performance, but it won't matter a jot for them. They've got the result, and they will stay in the higher division. It's heartbreak for Bad Karma after everything they've been through this season. It all came down to this Game 7, and they produced not a lot on the attack, really. The 6 shots on target that they did register don't paint the picture of Game 7 for them, as they struggled to create offence, and they never really got back into this game after FONECKS ONFIRNO went 2-0 up.
Yeah, and with FONECKS getting those early goals, it was always going to be an uphill battle. Just not being able to make anything. Well, they had the opportunities in offense. It was a close game. They hit the post, they hit the crossbar as well. It was just that last bit of luck just not being on their side here. And FONECKS just barely itching out that Div 3 spot.
Well, credit to FONECKS ONFIRNO. They won 3 times in Division 3 last season. They avoided finishing in bottom place, and despite the close nature of the series, they have ultimately shown why they deserve to be in Division 3 with the big victory in Game 7. The tactical switch-up did work for them as well. They got a couple of game wins out of the series after that. They managed it well enough from start to finish to survive the late onslaught from Bad Karma.
Yeah, and that's all that really mattered in the end, is just getting the job done and getting that final win. They've been able to do it. Bad Karma, it's heartbreak. Not only did they get second in Division 4, missing out to Isle the Purple, but now they're also just barely missed out on the promotion, just against FONECKS ONFIRNO. It's really, really unfortunate for them, but you have to say GG's to both teams. That was an incredible display and just an entertaining series to watch.
Well, hopefully we will see Bad Karma back next season in Division 4. They do look a very strong side, and I'm sure they'll be raring to go and look for another opportunity to take home some silverware.
Yeah, they're definitely going to try to get redemption for this series, but congratulations to every team we've had on the stream. Overall, congratulations to Astra Atlas and to FONECKS ONFIRNO for keeping in Division 2 and Division 3, respectively. That's all she wrote from us, but we'll be back on Saturday at 17 CEST, so 5 p.m. CEST, 4 p.m. British time, where we'll have the Division 2 and then followed by the Division 1 playoffs on this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, on the A stream, on the B stream, and on Rocket Sundays, I believe, as a C stream.
Yeah, we'll have a C stream ourselves, and we're very much looking forward to seeing the beginning of a very high quality Rocket League.
And yeah, before we go as well, we also want to thank everybody who's been watching, all the chatters here. Thank you very much for being here, and hopefully you enjoyed the series. But also, we want to shout out our sponsors, Godalions, who once again for the 3rd season running, just giving us €200 towards the prize pool, towards those top teams that attract the top teams, and that makes the league as a whole better with higher quality people throughout every single division. So thank you very much for them. And as you might be able to see, it is promotion relegation, so the season is just ending. So if you want to get involved with the next season, go to our Discord and just get involved with the community. You don't need to have a team. We also have a looking for teams section, so you can just look for teammates there to compete in the next season of the ECC, which will just start around, well, I'd say it's start around early June, late May. And yeah, that's all she wrote for now. We'll be raiding one of our fellow casters, Solar, who's streaming right now. So don't go anywhere. Give him some love, and we'll see you on Saturday.